hope you're having a beautiful day. So, for the next 7-ish minutes of marketing inspiration, we're going to get into keeping your writing conversational. And so, let me tell you a quick thing that happened. Just last week, I was talking with one of the companies we work with, and they were talking about how when we send an email out on their behalf, this is a main person at the company, when we send the email out on their behalf, they always get replies back. Just even though we're sending out through an email system, they always get personal replies back saying, "Oh, yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that, and I have a question about it." And so they get good responses back. And a part of that is because we work really hard here at Team Kokoro. So that my colleagues, Fallon and Catherine and Lauren and Atisha, we work at making sure the writing is as conversational as possible when it works. We've got some folks we work with who don't love that, and so we don't do it. But when we, given our druthers, that's how we're going to do it. So I've got a little checklist for you, and you can grab the checklist. If you want to get, some of this is really taken from my book, the 7 Marketing Basics book here. And so you can get an excerpt of it, and we talk about writing and stuff in there. And so you can grab an excerpt, just text me the word 7, SEVEN, for 7 Marketing Basics. So text the word 7 to me at 1-530-203-5703. And you can get an excerpt of the book, and it gets into how we keep stuff conversational. Okay, so here's the checklist for you. 1, is you're writing the thing that you're writing, an email, social post, whatever it is it in first person? Are you talking with the person in first person, not third person? Does that make sense? Hit me up if you want more information or examples on that. Secondly, I love this one so much. Count up the number of you and your. Then do a separate count of I, we, and us in that email. And just think about it. The email should have a lot more you and your and a lot less I, we, and us. And we sometimes, will kind of lean into the I, we, and us, but you can pivot and do you and your, because it's all about what's in it for me, and not me, the reader, right? What's in it for the reader when they're taking a look at that? Did it grab them in the first few seconds? Are you talking about them, their issues, what they care about? And a good indicator of that is the number of you and your being higher than the number of I, we, and us that should be lower. And so a simple thing like, I would love to get together with you. It sounds nice and friendly, and there's times to use that. You can also change it. Would you like to get together? You can book a time here on my calendar, or let me know what works for you and your schedule. Change just a little bit, so it's all about them. Okay? So that is the second thing. The third thing, the first sentence of whatever you're writing, the subject line and the first sentence, let's say both of those, do they have what's in it for me all about them? So are you talking about them and what they care about in that subject line, in that first line? Think about it. Is it something they care about? Do they have any reason to keep reading? If we're talking about, we're so proud that we won this award and we're good at this and we had this happen, they might care. But if it's more about them, you might want to take a look at this new technology because it could help you with what you're doing in your business, and here's what it will solve for you, that kind of thing, right? So another one to think about is the call to action clear. And I don't mean you have to be a hardcore salesperson. You can if you want to. That's cool. But that said, is it obvious what step they should take next? What should they do next if they want more information? So for me, I'm saying, hey, if you want more information, text me the word 7 at 530-203-5703. So that's my call to action. If you want more, if you like this and you want more, here's how you can get it. So just real simple. Make sure that whatever you're writing has a simple next step for that person to take. Would you say this out loud in a conversation? That's another one. So read it out loud. Would you actually say this to someone, or does it sound really stilted and press releasey and stuffy? Are these words you would use in a conversation? I know that we like to be grammatically correct and all that. And also, sometimes conversational writing, we end up with sentence fragments and other things that maybe aren't officially correct for that grammar or passing that English class. It's okay. Just think about what you're using it for. And finally, there's so many things, but these are the main ones. Here, Mango's here. He wants to say, hey. So, do you have a mix of language and neural linguistic programming? There's so much to it, and I know about this much, but one of the things they talk about is people have different ways of learning, communicating, different styles. So visual, oral, hearing, and kinesthetic. So, which is it? So, the visual, auditory, kinesthetic that you use primarily. You might look at something you wrote and go, ooh, it all says, take a look at this. You can see the information right here. It looks like, or that kind of thing, it looks like this is happening. Whereas someone who's auditory might say, I like the sound of that. It's clear as a bell. I hear you. Or people who are more leaning toward kinesthetic, is this a fit? How do you feel about it? So having a mix of those types of words and that type of language in your writing, super important because you want to reach all people wherever they are. So I know that was a ton. I hope you enjoy. Watch the replay if you want to make your own list, or hit me up and I will send you the list. And have a beautiful day. Nice seeing you. Bye. And Mango, you want to say bye? He's still here.